We're going to talk Alton boys basketball with the 4A Mespy winners of the year. But first, since 2014, Snap Mobile has supported athletic and activity programs nationwide with reliable fundraising and administrative solutions. Snap Mobile has helped schools and coaches raise nearly $1 billion for their teams. Former Belleville East coach and athletic director Jim Loyette is your local Snap Mobile rep. So if you're a coach, an AD, or a parent looking for a 100% hassle-free way to raise funds for a team, group, or organization, give Jim a call at 618-910-1781. I've personally worked with Snap Mobile, and I am sold on the process, the professionalism, and the results. And Kobe and I were talking Jeep talk before the show started, and I want to thank partner Cassens Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, the number one place to purchase a vehicle in the Metro East. If you're in the market for a new or a pre-owned car, check out Cassens inventory in person, where they've been for 28 years, or online at Cassens.com. Cassens has earned the highest ratings for customer service. Their expert staff is committed to making your car buying experience enjoyable, including convenient on-site financing. I've purchased 5 vehicles there, including that brand new Gladiator. Kobe, you see it right there? Yeah. That's my Gladiator. I saw your fancy red Wrangler out there. I mean, that's tight. What year did you get that?
2017. I got it this year, though.
That's awesome. Well, I will not purchase a vehicle anyplace else. With over 90 years of experience in the Metro East, Cassens is the clear-cut leader for quality, service, and customer satisfaction. Go see Steve, Cliff, Holly, Greg, Bob, Mike, or Evan today. All right, guys. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. 4A basketball team of the year in the studio tonight. Kobe Taylor, welcome to the show, Kobe.
Thank you for bringing me on. Welcome.
Driving the fancy red Jeep, the Alton Redbird red Jeep.
Favorite color, red.
And Hassani Elliott, welcome to the show, Hassani.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you. Both of you 3-year starters. Coach Dudley picked you guys to come on the show and rep the Redbirds because he said that you're both amazing leaders, all-conference dudes, stand-up dudes. Congratulations on a great year.
Thank you.
What will you remember? Let's start with you, Hassani. What games will you remember most from this season?
I really remember the 3-game losing streak that we had. It's just like you remember the good, but like you always will remember the bad, because like that was like a point in time where we was down, and when we had lost the second game, coach was hard on us because we that's not usually what we do, and then we had lost the third game, but I think we had played Eversville that last game away. We had played them away, and we lost that, but like that
by
game,
1 point.
Yeah, but that game had brought us back the confidence that we needed.
Before that, you lost to Collinsville in overtime.
And Hazelwood East.
Yep, and Hazelwood East was the last one, but you had an amazing year, 26-7, 10-2 in the conference. How about you? What are you going to remember from this year?
I also remember the bad, of course. That also sticks to me. But I'll try to think of a good. The Christmas tournaments, them be the good times. Traveling with the team, with the guys. And I think we placed, 5th in that tournament, I want to say. Yeah. Playing out-of-town teams, it'd be different, get different experience. So, be ready for longer down the line.
Toward the end of the season, you guys hit your stride, back-to-back wins over Collinsville. Then you go into the postseason. You beat Collinsville, then you beat Collinsville again in the postseason, and then you have a big win over Edwardsville in the postseason. You guys were playing your best basketball at that time. Agree?
Yeah.
What were you doing better at the end of the season than you were at the middle of the season?
I really think we just wanted them more than everybody. Like, in practice and stuff, Coach Dudley kept talking about, like, he kept saying, like, we can't let them, like, have hope, because the first time we played them, we went to overtime, and they had came back, and we gave them a lot of hope. So the next time, we just, like, killed all their hope, because we had to play them the next game.
Probably the communication. Yeah, we good at talking to each other, like building off each other. Like when we get to the timeout, it's not just one person talking. When it was all of us coming together.
You guys have been building this team this year since y'all were sophomores. And that was Coach Dudley's first year as a head coach too, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, you guys were Coach Dudley's guy. This program has been built with you, with the coaches and the kids over these 3 years.
Yeah.
Did you see this coming? Because your sophomore year was rough. You guys were starters, but you were toward the bottom of the Southwestern Conference that year. Did you know that? Could you see that far ahead? Did you know that by the time you guys were seniors that you would be amongst the best teams in the area? Did you see that when you were just in 10th grade?
I'm not gonna lie and say we knew for sure, but we definitely had hope because we've been playing with each other since we was kids. So that aspect of us trusting each other, and we was telling him that, like, even though we didn't know him and it was like our first days getting to know him, he just moved to Alton. Once we built that relationship with him, it was the sky was the limit and we could have did whatever. But that once we built that relationship with him and like going through the rough times in sophomore year, junior year was like kind of connecting the dots, puzzling. The puzzle was coming together, and then senior year it was kind of easy. It came natural, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say easy. It was just a dogfight.
But at that point, you knew what to expect. You knew the system Coach Dudley wanted you to play offensively and defensively. You weren't trying to figure each other out. And by that time, do you feel like you trusted him and he trusted you to do the right things and be in the right places at the right time?
We definitely trusted him, and he trusted us not to overstep. Like, people play their role, like, do what they wanted to, and people knew what to do and what not to in a good right time.
How about preseason? Going into this season, what was your mindset? Where was your head? What were you thinking? What were your expectations going into this season?
Like Kobe said, we always trusted each other because we always knew each other, and we know what everyone is capable of, and the mindset that everybody has, and everybody want to win, and like I said, we wanted it more. So like that. So yeah.
I think this was kind of a great year for Alton basketball with the girls and the boys.
Yeah.
Both teams were exciting. And do you feel like the energy from the girls spilled over to the boys and vice versa?
Yeah, definitely. It's since middle school they always been saying like they're better than us, they could beat us. But we just had to show them because like it wasn't really matching up. The numbers wasn't really matching up, so we had to step it up.
It wasn't even really like we weren't trying to compete with them or nothing, because like at the same time we was cool with them.
Yeah.
Like we liked the girls, but like we was at the same time the whole community made it a thing, so it's gonna obviously stick with us. So we made it that, and then going into that, COVID hit. Then we was in 8th grade once that hit. So then after COVID, we went to freshman year. And then it was just head down and go to work. And then we had a coach. That year wasn't too good. I don't think we won the game. We probably won a couple. I think it was 4.
Your freshman year?
Yeah, we won 4. 4 and 27, I think. And then our sophomore year, we had about 7.
Yeah, 7.
It's been an amazing turnaround.
Junior year was 17
from
to
4
15.
years. Yeah, in 4 years, from 4 wins to what you were able to achieve this year is a pretty amazing turnaround. Okay, Andy Calloway of Calloway Homes. Calloway Home Loans saves me money every month now, and he'll save my family thousands in the long run. How? He refinanced my existing mortgage, and he can do the same for you. Rates are all over the place, but you need to take advantage of an easy, fast, and affordable way to refinance. They do conventional FHA and VA loans. And ask for the Metro East Sports Podcast special. If you refi with Andy, he'll donate $500 to the Metro East high school or junior high team of your choice. He'll give $500 to the Redbird girls basketball team. He'll give $500 to the Redbird boys basketball team. It's your choice. Terms and conditions apply. You can give $500 to Coach Macias and the Redbird tennis program. You get to pick. It's your choice. But call Andy today at 618-830-3332. Save money and support your favorite team in the Metro East. Let's talk about Coach Dudley for a second, because he is not here to defend himself, and you guys are seniors.
Yeah.
So you can say whatever you want about Coach Dudley. What was your first impression? Of Coach Dudley?
When he had first texted us our sophomore year, and we seen his iMessage thing pop up. It wasn't good. We thought I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. It was just it was a lot.
I'm not even gonna lie.
First impression.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I saw the post pop up on Instagram, and it was like him in a suit with a slick back, and then it popped up and said golf coach, then basketball. I was like, oh. But then we got to practice, and I could tell he was a basketball coach and not just like a golf coach. So I was like, yeah, we might.
What was it like playing for Coach Dudley? Because you got to give this man credit for helping turn the culture around. You got to give the credit to the kids, and he gives the credit to you guys over and over and over. But I think he has used his power of personality to help change the culture of Alton High School boys basketball.
I think the big part that he had to do with that was, like, a big way that he did that was the attitude and that he brought into it. And, like, he knew that Alton needed structure, but he knew how to force that and not, like, make us not want to do it, but at the same time do it. So
to give you discipline in a way that didn't make you want to hate him.
Yeah.
Or hate. I see the way I watched Alton play Edwardsville. I see the way he communicates with his players and the way the players respond to him. And I can tell that there's genuine respect. And he would use the word love. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
From Coach throughout the career,
sure.
the respect and the love.
On and off the court. We use that on and off the court. We always say it's bigger than basketball. So the respect came from off the court. He made more of us man enough in that moment. Like,
so what did he teach you? What did he teach you about being a man on and off the court?
Accountability, responsibility. Put your head down and get to the grind and don't stop. Really, don't quit.
And what effect did that have on your game?
A lot, honestly. I was one of the tall people, but I'm not bulky, so I had to play the 5, but I had to play the 5 undersized. And he had a good, like, he understand how to talk to me and not, like, make me want to not stop playing, honestly. If I could run that back, I would. I ain't gonna lie.
What was the question again?
What effect did he have on you? What did he teach you about being a man on and off the court?
He told me to respect myself, respect others, give others the respect that's needed, and we definitely earned his respect, and he earned ours, and on the court, it's just like I was like the mastermind of everything, so like I had to know everything, had to know what everyone was doing, and so I look at him, he'd tell me something. And I was able to switch it and be like, nah, this looks better. I think this looks better. And he'd tell me, he was like, okay, whatever you want. And him trusting me, it gave me the ability to trust him.
He talked about the power of the dab.
Yeah.
When he was here.
Yeah.
He talked about, like, counting the number of times.
High fives.
Yes, high fives and dabs. And he talked about, like, how important that is to the culture of Redbird basketball. What is he talking about?
Like, if I was to dive on the ground and nobody was to come pick me up after I just dove on the ground, you would feel some type of way. But the fact that when you dive on the ground and you look up and all 4 of your teammates that's on the court, which you just ran to come pick you up, that make you feel some type of way that you're gonna want to keep doing that. And the high fives, like timeout, whenever you on the bench, even that you just watching, you up in the game. As soon as you call timeout, you first to high five. You might be looking to get your friend some water. Just that love and that bond, knowing that they got your back, even when they not in the game, it go a long way.
Did having a baby change him?
For sure. I'm not gonna lie. He got soft a little bit.
It happens. You know, you get married, you have a kid. Like, these life things, these life moments change you as a coach.
Yeah.
So I wondered if that would change. It changes just your perspective a little bit. Did you see a change in Coach after he had the baby?
He definitely got a little more softer after he had.
A little more emotional.
Yeah.
I can see it because, like, I could see a reason being as in he didn't have one at first, so he was treating us like his son and his, like, best friend and his everything in one. And then when he had a son, he got to, like, actually step back and realize.
Yeah. we be telling him that because he had texted us the other day, and he was like, because the team that he got now, they was in Chicago, and we was begging him to go to the mall
last year,
and he texted us and was like, he was like,
sorry guys, we're at the mall.
yeah, sorry guys, we're at the mall.
Can't talk.
And I was like, it's okay. You could just tell us you miss us.
Yeah, you ain't got no friends. That's what you was getting at.
That's my first impression of Coach Dudley.
Yeah, all he needs
don't
is
you
a slick
think?
back. Yes.
Don't you think?
All he needs is a little bit of jail.
He looks like Ben Affleck to me. Every time I look at him, he looks exactly like Ben Affleck with the beard. You gonna miss Coach Dudley next year?
Yeah, for sure.
What are you gonna miss about him?
The encouragement, him always being there, the backbone. He always, like, if you need it, he'll say you, like, just tell him he'll get it done, or make that call. He one call away. It's really easy to trust him.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss his presence. Like he always taught us to, like, never give up, 'cause, like, we all could have gave up plenty of times, but we just never gave up. We stuck to it, and I'm definitely gonna miss him.
I think some kids might have given up on the sport after that 4-win freshman season, and then the sophomore season and a new coach. That's enough reasons for that. Those are enough reasons for some kids to transfer, to quit, to focus on other stuff. But you stuck with it, and he got you to do that. And so that's a credit to you guys, and it's also a credit to him. Let's talk about plans for next year. You guys are both graduating seniors. You both just graduated. Kobe, start with you. What are your plans for next year?
Lincoln Land and Springfield. That's probably deadly impacted me the most, as in the basketball and life, but treating people well. But the basketball aspect, I'm gonna go into it with the mindset of not giving up, like I said, what he is putting into my head, and head down on the grind until I get to where I want to be.
I'm going to continue to play basketball and go to school, but I don't know where yet.
Still working out the details on that. All right, guys, congratulations. 4A Team of the Year. You had an outstanding year. Congratulations on great careers as well.
Thank you.
All right. And thank you all for listening to the Metro East Sports Podcast presented by Little Caesars Pizza. And big thanks to guests Nicole Johnson, Jeff Guidry, Drew Winslow, and Tyler Thompson, Hassani Elliott, and Kobe Taylor. And for partners, Cassens, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Callaway Home Loans, Keller Williams Marquee, the Blasting Game Group, Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Front Office, Fiduciary Network, Oakbrook Golf Club, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning, Play It Again Sports, Edwardsville, and Snap Mobile. And for my teammates, social media director Kayla Kohlberg and video production assistant Luke Slemmer. Thank you for listening to the Metro East Sports Podcast, talking all things sports in the Metro East.